Hey guys, I'm Steff, and welcome to my beauty stash. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. You know the drill. Before we begin, make sure you click on that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you never miss one of my video uploads. Today, I am so excited because we are trying out some new Charlotte Tilbury products. And this video is actually going to be a two-part video. So in part one, which is what you're seeing right now, I am going to dive into the new Airbrush bronzer, and I picked up the shade 2. So let me give you a couple of the details of this new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. It says, darlings, I love it, I love when she says that, darlings, discover my new Airbrush bronzer in medium, that's the shade I have. A hyaluronic acid infused smoothing, pore blurring effect matte bronzer for the face and body. The shade is perfect for fair to medium skin tones to create the appearance of a glowing golden goddess, sun-kissed complexion. So everything that she just said, I absolutely love it. I tell you, Charlotte Tilbury with her gorgeous accent, the way she speaks, she can sell anything. And guys, she does, because I buy these products and I don't need them, but of course I buy them because I want to try them for you guys. But I'll be honest guys, if I didn't have this channel, I probably wouldn't have this bronzer in front of me. Now this gorgeous bronzer retails for $55 and you do get 16 grams of product. This bronzer comes in 4 different shades. I picked up the shade 2. Now what I like about this product is that you don't need to repurchase the entire compact once you finish this. You can buy the refills, and the refills are going to be significantly less expensive than the actual component with the product inside. I don't see those on the Charlotte Tilbury website yet, but I want to say I saw them somewhere and they were like $38 or $40. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Not that you're going to need it anytime soon, but just to have that in the back of your mind if you do decide to purchase this. So I got these new Charlotte Tilbury products in yesterday and I immediately went outside and started swatching. And as I was swatching, I noticed that my swatch of the bronzer looked very familiar. I had seen this shade before, and where did I find it? In my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I'm going to insert some shade comparisons of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and we're going to be doing a little side-by-side comparison in today's video. I'm actually wearing both bronzers right now. Can you tell which side is which? You're definitely going to find out in a minute. So as I mentioned earlier, today's video is part 1 for my new Charlotte Tilbury products review, and today we're doing bronzer. Tomorrow I am going to be diving into the new eyeshadow quad, which is Desert Haze. So definitely make sure you tune in tomorrow for my full review and the 2 looks I create using this gorgeous palette. Alright guys, so if you want to see the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in shade 2 in action and compared to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, keep on watching. Alright guys, so I added a little bit of Pillow Talk, which is of course Charlotte's iconic lipstick. On the right side of my face, I added the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour one, and this is the shade Fair Medium. Really enjoy using this product, but I wanted to see how the bronzer was going to perform on top of a contour, because I know a lot of you out there, you apply contour, which is more of a cool tone shade, which this one is, and then you go in with your bronzer to kind of warm up the skin. So I think it looks really pretty on this side of my face. I think they both complemented each other really, really well. And you can definitely see it looks a little bit darker on this side of my face versus this side of my face, but still really pretty, just really nice, contoured, bronzy, glowy, exactly the way I like it. Now on this side of my face, I went in just with the new Airbrush bronzer in shade 2. And while I think it looks really pretty, I'm surprised that it's not darker than what it is. I of course feel like I have more definition, more darkness on this side of my face that has a contour one versus this side of my face is more just bronzy and glowy. But for this being fair to medium skin tones, I'm a fair to light skin tone. I thought it's a perfect shade for me, but I don't know how this is going to perform on a medium skin tones that are maybe 3-4 shades darker than mine. You might have to work to build this shade up, or you can go up to shade number 3. But again, this is what shade number 2 looks like. I didn't want to get shade number 1. I'll insert a picture of it up here so you guys can look at that and compare. I felt like it was going to be way too light. I think shade number 1 is going to be perfect for you if you have the fairest of fairest skin tones. I mean, very, very fair. You don't get any sun whatsoever. I think shade 1 could work for you. You could work to build it up. But for me, I'm a fair to light skin tone. I do pick up a little bit of a tan. I'm kind of a little bit tanned right now. I don't know if you can tell, but shade 2 worked perfectly on my skin tone. Now, as far as comparing it to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, this is my ride or die bronzer. I've used this bronzer for years. I have a couple of them lying around the house. This one always travels with me as well. I love this product. So this being my favorite bronzer, I definitely wanted to compare it to the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. And I did that. And as I showed you guys the swatches as I was going through the application, you could definitely tell that these bronzers were very similar in appearance, very similar in shade. On the left side of my face, I went in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is just the traditional shade of bronze. On the right side, I went in with the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in shade 2. I think the shades are pretty much a spot-on match. I do feel like I have a little bit more of a luminosity, a little bit more of a glow on this side of my face versus this side that has the Charlotte Tilbury. I think they both apply pretty much the same. I do feel that the Physicians Formula is a little bit more buttery, a little bit more creamy when applying, but this one is still really easy to blend out and it sits really nicely on the skin. So now let's examine the ingredients that are in both of these bronzers. I'm going to pull up the write-up for Charlotte Tilbury first, and then we're going to get into the fine detailed ingredients. The new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in shade 2 has hydrating hyaluronic acid that moisturizes so skin appears softer and smoother in seconds. It also has smoothing silky mica, which is treated with amino acids to impart a silky smooth, long-lasting feel on the skin. Also offers blurring, soft focusing silica, which adds a rich velvety texture and reflects the light for a soft focused effect. This also has microfine perfecting powders that deliver an instantly thin, silky filter on the skin to add depth of color and coverage. This also has magical microspheres for increased payoff and elegant silky texture. Now let's go over some of the claims of the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is an ultra luxurious bronzer infused with murmur butter, delivering a radiant Brazilian goddess glow. Moisturizing wonder features ultra refined pearl and soft focus pigments that smooth skin texture, brighten skin tone, tone and deliver a gorgeous bronze finish. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is also infused with a powerful blend of murmur butter, kupuasu butter, and tukuma butter from the lush, nutrient-rich Amazon. It's also packed with essential fatty acids and provitamins that soften, condition, and moisturize skin, leaving it silky soft. Now, I will say that one of these is formulated without fragrance, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer does have a bit of fragrance in it. Now let's do a side-by-side comparison so you can see the exact ingredients listed in both bronzers. It's important for us to look at the first 5 to 6 ingredients on these lists, because whatever is listed below that is going to be in a relatively small form. The most active ingredients are going to always be listed in the top 5, top 6. So as you can tell, they both have talc, they both have mica, they both have silicone, and those 3 are all in the top 5 of both of these bronzers. Now let's look at the bottom of the list. What's listed at the bottom is the least active. A very small amount of these ingredients are included in these bronzers. So as you can tell, there are some dyes in there that are listed. Hyaluronic acid on the Charlotte Tilbury side is very much at the bottom, while the Physicians Formula has their iconic butters listed more towards the middle. Now, it doesn't mean that the Physicians Formula has a higher concentrate of those butters, while the Charlotte Tilbury has a less concentrate of hyaluronic acid. We don't know that because brands are not required to tell us the exact percentage, the exact amount that they are including in their products. What we do know is that the most active always appear in the top 5. What I like about these bronzers is that they do not contain any alcohol. So they are going to be hydrating to the skin. They are not going to dry out the skin. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is actually formulated without oil. It does not say that the Charlotte Tilbury is oil-free. Now let's examine the cost. First, we need to know the size of each product. In the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, there are 11 grams of product, and in the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, there are 16 grams of product. This one retails for $55. This one retails for more or less $16. This comes out to $1.45 a gram, while the Charlotte Tilbury comes out to $3.44 a gram. So with the difference of 5 grams and roughly $40, what's in your budget? Alright, so now let me give you all my final thoughts on the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in shade 2. First off, I think the packaging is gorgeous. This is so pretty. It looks like a seashell almost on here, and of course you have the Charlotte Tilbury logo, and you have the shade name and all of that good stuff on the back. It does say that this is good for 24 months after opening, so I think that's really great, because for me it'll probably take 24 months to hit pan on this just because I try out so much makeup. But I really liked working with this bronzer. I love the full-size mirror, nice big mirror. To be honest, I wasn't expecting this to be this large. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be more along the lines the size of the powder. So I was really pleased with the size of this. I felt like the bronzer applied really well. It applied very evenly. I didn't have like any funky patches going on. It went on really nice over the foundation that I just had on this side of my face, and it went on really nicely over the Hollywood contour one, which I had on this side of my face. Up here on my forehead, that's where we did the shade comparison from the Physicians Formula to the Charlotte Tilbury, and I thought it applied really well on my forehead, as did it do on my nose. And this also says that it is vegan friendly. So while this is a really nice bronzer, it looks really pretty on my skin, I can get the same application from my little $16 Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. My Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is gluten-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, oil-free, and in my opinion, it looks just as gorgeous as the Charlotte Tilbury $55 Airbrush Bronzer. So guys, I'm gonna let you be the judge on this one, but for my pocketbook, we're sticking with the Physicians Formula. So guys, that completes today's video. What did you guys think? Is this something that you've already picked up? Have you had your eye on it? What are your thoughts? Definitely leave them in the comment section down below. I hope you guys return tomorrow for part 2 of my Charlotte Tilbury bronze review, because up next is going to be the new eyeshadow quad in Desert Haze. So I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. You guys have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. I'm even matching here with my outfit. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.